Hello and good morning, good evening, good afternoon and good night to all y'all out there. This will be a wonderful little test stream. We're just going to see how things work, so I just want to basically check some frame rates, check some audio settings and see if this stream will actually go out in the wonderful, wonderful glory that is 1080p, because why the hell not? So chat, how you doing out there? Do you feel special given the fact that this is a pretty small stream? It's smaller, it's more intimate than the main channel, isn't it? How do you feel about that? Feels pretty good, right? You know, we've got this playing to the small crowd and all that stuff. We're just gonna leap on in here and see how it goes. Basically, I'm just, like I said in the description, testing out the new rig and seeing what we can achieve. Will it be a glorious, glorious 1080p, or will it just be an absolute disaster? So I'm going to just pop my stream window open for a second somewhere else. Lose the audio on that. There we go. And basically I just want to see how things transition live. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Someone's saying when you get over a couple of hundred, there's too many people commenting. Yes, I agree. That is one of the problems with large live streams. You get too many people, and it's just chat is horrendous to try and keep up with. But it's fine. We're just gonna see how this works. It looks like it's all running pretty smooth. I just want to see some of the zoom ins and zoom outs. Looks pretty smooth just on the menu. Fuck it, we'll go straight on into a dungeon and see what disasters happen. If the stream all goes well, I might actually just start an entirely new one so that we can go through, and then I'll maybe do some sneaky little fun things like name an entire party after people in the chat, and they can all go and die horribly. Let's see how it is. Someone's saying finally a stream with less viewers than I have subs. Damn, it's now at 18. Oh, you've only got 18 subs. Oh, that sucks, man. But, you know, keep doing what you're doing. You'll get there eventually. Maybe. Possibly. How is everyone in the party feeling? Yeah. I know, they look alright. We could just get them a nice little level 1 thing. I'm just thinking, do I need to level anyone else up? Kinda need to get my leper going. Yeah, he's fine. He's not stressed enough. He can handle this. Yeah. Let's equip some people out and then we'll go straight on in this. Of course we want extra damage for the leper. Of course, even more. More everything. We can handle plus 10% stress. We've got a jester to deal with that. That's not going to be a problem. Houndmaster. Normally I like you guys to carry the blackjack for the stun chance. Let's see what we've got. Plus 1 dodge, speed, 20% debuff for resist. That could be useful. It'll offset the speed debuff from that, so we'll take that. Let's see. I want to try and keep a few slots open for other people. Gotta have that. Because the Alabaster is basically my healer in this setup. It's a little bit weird. But it maximizes your deeps, and it's all about the deeps. Someone's just spent 12 hours straight playing Civ 5. Yeah, Civ 5 will do that. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Actually, have I even played Civ 5? Or was it Civ 4 that consumed however many 100 hours of my life? Yeah, I think it was Civ 4 that did that. Still, yeah, Civ 5's the new one, isn't it? That's the latest one. I haven't actually played that yet. I really need to, but I do not have the time. I think I'm pretty happy with this. It's a low-level dungeon, level 1, so this should be easy. It's just one of those leveling up runs. Apparently Civ 4 is better than Civ 5. Possibly, but is that because it's mechanically better, or is it because it took a million billion things, you know, patches and updates and all that sort of stuff to make things actually work better, as opposed to just being a bit, you know, shit. Because you gotta remember, like, vanilla Civ games tend to be meh. Now the new one's Civ 6. Okay, so it was Civ 5 that consumed hundreds of hours of my life. That's one of the problems with new Civ games. They come out and you basically just... You've got so used to all the patches and extra mechanics added in subsequent releases and patches and updates and DLCs from the Civ games, so you sort of end up in that kind of, well, this feels more like a downgrade than anything else. That's kind of a disappointment. Oh look, a torch. Yay.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Continue ever onwards and try and find all of the things to murder. Do I want to touch the mutilated corpse? Probably not. Do I want to cleanse it with holy water? Possibly. Let's try that. It had no effect. Touch it then! And get a shitload of food. Cool, why not? I really should, like, game wiki all of those things. Actually, there's a very interesting looking add-on which is like, it'll tell you all of the things that you can use to interact with it, and I've got to wonder whether that's... Is it cheating because it makes the game easier, or is it just a visual display of information that you can very easily look up on the wiki? Yeah, you're both low on bleed resist. Make 'em bleed. Wealth beyond measure, Outlander, indeed. That's one of those lines from Morrowind as well. One of those wonderful little things. You hear it every time and it makes you a little bit nostalgic. They're not going to have a whole load of debuffs. Madmen do debuff though with Terror, but I could just mark him and then sniper shot him next turn. That seems like a good plan. Just one shot him and he'll die. Spread some more bleeds. Everyone likes bleeds. And massive damage to the front two people. The advantage of turn-based games like this, I can watch the stream on my other screen while playing it. And yeah, it's looking like a pretty smooth frame rate over there. Pretty good. It should be a solid 30 for everyone going out there. Do please let me know if that's not the case, because that is the purpose of this sort of stuff. Seeing if things work properly. That was a mild annoyance, but now you're both going to die. That guy is going to bleed out next turn, so I don't need to concern myself with that. That won't, and that dude won't either, so I've only really got two targets that need to go down. He still won't die next turn, I can just hew them both though. I'll probably kill them. That's fine, and now Alabaster. You sniper shot him, that'll be him next turn gone, and he should bleed out. Ugh! 1 point, not enough. I am disappointed. But I can now just finish him with a direct attack, so let's do that. Apparently it looks fine here. It's a beautiful fountain. Do I want to use holy water on the fountain? So I've run out of holy water. Fuck it, let's do it. Yay, you fixed your sanity a little bit. You didn't have a sanity problem, but, you know, you fixed it. So, yay, woo, great.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with
Really? And then you go and... Oh, at least he's going to loot a backpack, so that's not a problem. Zombie doges. The worst kind of doge. I should really have reorganized my dudes for this fight, but it doesn't matter. It's such a shitty low-level dungeon, I'm just doing this to level people up.
grievous injury.
Stream looks better than 95% of streams on Twitch. That doesn't surprise me. Twitch streaming is fucking cancerous. I tried streaming on Twitch, like, ages ago, but the quality versus YouTube quality was just awful. Because they basically just seem like they throttle non-partners on Twitch, which I think was what ended up happening to me. And it was just... ugh. Just... That's the only word I've got for it, just blech. It's not even a word, just a vague noise of disgust and disappointment. Doge. Go and doge the other doge. You failed. Yeah, you should probably patch yourself up. Yeah, might as well. Not like it costs anything. You can't hit anything from there, can you? You can't even inspire people. Just murder the corpse, it'll give you something to do. Stab the corpse, make sure it's dead. Really? Doges are apparently very good at evading things, and then they bleed out and die. And shuffle everyone back to where they should be and continue onwards. Apparently streams on Twitch are a train wreck, but worth it. What makes it worth it if they're absolute train wrecks? I didn't find that technically the quality of them tends to be pretty low. Although that may just be my general experience of it.
Impressive.
They have affiliates now. Does it make any difference, or is it just another way to get shekels? Good question. I'm actually not sure. It's quite possible it's just a way for people to get extra money off of Twitch, but there might also actually be something to do with getting extra bandwidth and getting prioritized over other people. I hate it when services do that, but I suppose, you know, it's their right to. And it's just very annoying. Especially if you're like someone new and you're trying to get an audience, and then you can't because your stream quality isn't very good. It's like, oh, if you're a non-partner on Twitch, the best you can hope for is like 720 at 30 FPS, and having usually like a really shit audio quality because you gotta stay within their tiny little box. It's not until you get partnered that you can maybe start doing 1080p at higher frame rates. I'm quite content with sticking with the YouTubes though, for the streamy goodness. Make everything bleed some more, might as well. Hopefully if this stream turns out okay, which actually it looks like it is, to be fair, then I might try doing a second test, maybe even 2 or 3, just going ever increasingly up the tolerance of the computer, just sort of see if I can get some more, you know, graphically intensive stuff going. Because this isn't a particularly intense game to run, it's, well, given the power of the rig which I'm running, most games aren't particularly difficult, or aren't particularly pressing, but gotta make sure. So I want to just sort of slowly build it up and sort of start working out if there are any weird bottlenecks, either in the system or in OBS or anything like that. But we'll see. In the meantime, we will murder all of the spiders. Wow, you can't shoot anything that's too close to you. Rallying Flare! Make people resistant to things, because that thing will try and poison people. You can't do anything to the front row either. You can sort out someone's fear. Play them a nice song. There you go. And then the Doge can maybe deal with this thing. Resist it! You resisted it! Well done, your flare was useful. Congratulations. You served a purpose.
Cleansed from our lands.
Moving ever so swiftly onwards. I've only got to explore. Oh, that's a thing! Do I really want to touch that? Screw it, I'll risk it. Touch it. See what's in there. Money. Awesome.
For a task well performed.
Oh, I want some more battle rooms. These dudes need to be leveling up. There we go, that's what we wanted. All of the battles. We have to murder all of the things. This way we will get the levels, and then I can actually start progressing onwards with things in the game. Actually get around to launching some assaults on the darkest dungeon at some point. So that would be nice. This is my first playthrough of the game, so I'm still sort of figuring out some of the mechanics and things like that, but I think I've got it pretty much down. Pretty much. And then I'll go to a different place and everything will go horribly wrong. Yeah, you've all got low bleed resist. Make them all bleed! Because dots are actually amazing. You should play the dog a song so the dog is less stressed. Gotta take care of your doges, it's very important. I actually wonder if, I've seen a lot of things on the workshop of alternative skins for things like aesthetic changes, things that turn, like, the bounty hunter into the Witcher character, which is kind of cool. So you can play with Geralt in your team, which is pretty awesome. I wonder if anyone's re-skinned the Houndmaster so that his dog is actually a Doge. That would amuse me greatly if that was the case. Then you could actually play a game with a Doge. That would be great. Make it bleed some more. Why the hell not? Do we even particularly need healing? Nah, just brute force through it. You've got 5 damage, you're going to bleed out next. You've got 2 with 8 health. Get you out the way. The other one will bleed out when it turns to move anyway. That will survive with 1 HP. Unless I cleave it in twain, so easy enough. I have so much food now. I should probably actually use a little bit of it. Yeah, that'll do. I could probably actually do this without lighting any of the torches, just so I get loads of extra loot. Or I could just do a different run, just take the antiquarian with me, get all the stuff that way. It's pretty good, actually. You get loads of extra little bits and bobs. And that increased gold carrying capacity. Which is so fucking good. Yay, there's 2 rooms left. I'm gonna do both of them. Might as well. I know I only need to explore 90% of it, but fuck it. I have a shovel that I can... Really? No effect? It's so annoying, it's like sort of a random roll on whether or not you actually need to use an item, or whether it's like, nope, totally fine. We'll continue adventuring. Might as well do the last room. It's not like there's going to be anything crazy in there. You touch the dead thing. We don't have any holy water. Just touch the dead thing. Yay! Now you've got a disease. Great. What a surprise. Yeah, I can deal with that when I get back to town. Send him to the sanatorium. He'll be fine. Here we go, some people, and a loot box. Great. This is exactly what I need. Just more stuff. Any tips on how to play the dankest dungeon better, asks the chat. Learn all of the mechanics. That's pretty much it. The thing which I actually found most useful was trying to learn the themes of each of the locations that you go to, because that way you can prep not only your gear loadout, but you can also prep the kinds of people that you take. Like, there are some characters who have, say, if they've got like a bonus like the Explorer of somewhere, which gives you like extra scouting chance in that place, or a tactician of that place, you can take, so they get extra damage, you can adjust your heroes and take specific ones like that along with you, which can be very helpful, actually. And on top of that, just learn everything and have the Wikipedia page open next to you, the Darkest Dungeon wiki. If you've got that, you'll be able to find out all the information on the fly and make optimum decisions, but, you know, it really sort of depends how... You know, do you like playing games like this in order to wiki your way to victory, or do you actually just enjoy sometimes fucking things up and, you know, in some ways, learning the hard way? You know, because honestly I find that learning the hard way is actually part of the fun. Well, there we go. That's a dungeon cleared. Quest completed. Wonderful. Now let's see how mentally and emotionally messed up everyone was. You get more stressed if you're wounded. You've become a bit more tanky, good for you. You gained melee skill damage, that's going to be really useful for you, and minus disease resistance. Wonderful. Wonderful.
In truth, I cannot tell how much time has passed since I got that letter.
That's why I like this game. Everything it's just horrible and bleak and full of despair. It really does appeal to me. Ah. Now there's a slightly higher level bounty hunter if I wanted to take another one of them. Do I really need any more? Bounty hunters, what? Frontline? Do I need any more frontliners? I've got, what? One bounty hunter, 2 lepers, a man-at-arms. Yeah, that's like 4 frontliners. I don't really need another frontline bounty hunter then. Unless I wanted to put him in position 2. What have I got position 2-wise? Well, I've got 2 lepers, both of whom go in position 2 quite well. The man-at-arms, who goes in position 2 quite well. Highwayman. Does she go position 2? She can do position 2. Grave robbers position 3, though. Preferred. Got an abomination as well for position 2. I really don't need anyone for that. I could do with maybe getting sort of just some variety, like a Hellion or something, but I don't really want to be starting them for... Don't really want to be starting them from level 0. Yeah, we'll be alright. Okay, let's see if there's any interesting trinkets. Anything useful. Healing received, that could be useful. Minus 100% food consumed. Okay, that's interesting. More HP, but minus healing. Okay, that's an interesting one. Ooh, 25% damage versus beast. That could be very useful. Because my man-at-arms is a beast hater and a beast slayer, so 15% damage versus beasts and minus stress, and then more accuracy and more crit chance, and then I could give him an extra 25 damage versus beast. He could actually just be a proper beast slayer, just do 10 billion damage to every single beast that he finds. That could be fun. Don't have a Hellion, that's kind of useless. Okay, that looks interesting. Minus 100% food consumed, so they won't eat. Okay. Minus 100% HP damage inflicted when starving, so if they don't eat, they don't take damage. They get bonus dodge. They get minus 100% stress from hunger, so they don't get stressed, and minus 100% stress from camping meals, so they don't... That could be really useful, but only in, like, crazy long dungeons, and if I'm really unprepared and don't bring food, so... Meh. That could be useful. Blight chance for the Plague Doctor. He doesn't really need HP, though, so there's that. I've already got one of those for the Leper, so I don't need that. Not bad. Yeah, that's not going to be useful. I don't ever go into dungeons without torches. Everything else is kind of meh. So I gotta say, Poisoned Herb and the Beast Slayer ring, that could be very useful. But then I've got to try and remember which bloody dungeons contain all of the beasts. Or just go in and hit and hope. I think it's mostly the pig place that's mostly got beasts, is it? And then the Cove is Eldritch and the other one is human. I'll consider that. I will consider that, but for now I might want to sell some other stuff which I don't really need. Is there anything which I'm doubled up on and really am not going to need? I doubt I'm going to take 2 Vestals with me, so I'll probably sell one of them for some extra gold if I needed it. Potential. All seems to be pretty good. We should try and sort out some of these dudes' stresses. You go get drunk. Oh, can I upgrade anything yet? Actually, what was it that I was going to upgrade that required portraits? Was it the guild? I think it was. That's what I need, and it's portraits. That's what I'm trying to grind for, I think. Yeah, portraits and deeds. So I can upgrade something if it doesn't require portraits or deeds. That requires portraits, so not really worth it. That's got busts. Reduce disease cost. That could be useful. How much does it cost to deal with some diseases? Who has horrendous diseases? Everyone has some pretty shit diseases. That's a really big one, actually. 50% debuff resist. That's really, actually quite bad. Wow, you are very, very diseased. That's a nuisance, but not the worst thing in the world. If I leave Maudit in town, then she'll probably gain or lose some of the stress, so we should probably fix that. Fix the rabies. I'm quite content for this guy to keep rabies, I think. 15% damage on an abomination is actually fucking good. Someone's saying I should get the DLC, the Crimson Court, it looks good. I should, but if I'm going to do that, I'll probably also get one of the mods that reduces the chance of you getting the Crimson Disease thing, because apparently it's just so common and debilitating that it's almost broken. Especially given the rate of blood drops for some people, but I might try it. Like I said, if this stream goes well and if people are particularly interested in it, then I might very well get the Crimson Court and start a whole new campaign, and we can go through and have all of the fun from the beginning again. That guy should probably go and deal with some of his stress. Go get drunk. Very important life lesson, everyone. Remember, if you've got problems, just go and get absolutely shit-faced hammered. You'll be fine. You will end up completely okay. Okay. Anyone who requires any upgrades. You don't really do damage, so that's fine. Bounty Hunter, yep, you could definitely do with upgrades. You, again, don't really do damage. You do damage. You just need everything upgraded. So we'll go with that. You're up to speed. You need everything done. You need everything done, and that should give me sufficient gold for another run. Okay, let's go with that. Or maybe try a slightly higher level dungeon. Oh, there's a boss dungeon. Low level boss dungeon. Okay. I can't take any of the level 5s with me, but I can take some of the higher level people to deal with this, so let's do that. I think if I'm going to take this dude along, I'm going to need a jester to calm his furrowed brow. But if that's the case, I won't be able to take things like the abomination. I will require a healer. Okay, let's try something else. Take the Antiquarian, because it's a low-level dungeon, so I can get all the extra loot and money. Take a solid-based healer. And then I just need a position 2 and a position 1. So I don't have any low-level frontliners, and I can't send an abomination in with that dude, because they will refuse. She can't really hang out in position 2. I could try a battle jester with a finale and dirk stab and all of that sort of stuff, rather than being someone who buffs. Put dirk stab in there. And then he could be the position 2. Not really a fan. Can I alter her to go to position 2? Daggers, daggers, pickaxes. The only thing she loses is poison darts, which is not really the end of the world. She could be a fine position 2, actually. Bit high level, though. Because the point is I want to be leveling up low-level dudes with this quest. Alternatively, I could actually just hire on a low-level frontliner who doesn't give a shit. It's either that or I send in someone like that. Fuck it, I'll send in the level 3 bounty hunter. Might as well. Which means the abomination can go behind that. We can't take her as a healer because she'll object because the abomination. Send that dude in, and who's going to be position 4? That'll then probably end up being her. She can just hang out at the back and throw daggers at things. Remove pickaxe to the face, have toxic trickery. She can become a position 4 and just be a person who hangs at the back and throws daggers. That'd be fine. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Bounty hunter speed boost, because of course. Abomination. That could be useful. Extra HP. Although less resistance to death blow. The problem is we do have very little healing with this. I don't really want to go up. Do I really want to go up against a boss with no healing? I think the answer is no. I'm going to wait for everyone else to sort out their stress and then I'll take that on later. I could try a higher level boss. We'll try that. Take out the sunken crew. Okay, we'll try that instead. Try something a little bit harder. High level leper up front. I want this guy position 3 or position 4. Because we've got to take him along because it's the Cove, so there's a shitload of Eldritch stuff, so we absolutely want to be bringing him along. I could bring the Highwayman. I pretty much need him to be position 4, because any debuffs he can take care of with the Vapors, and he can just poison the ever-loving shit out of everything. So who's going to be position 2? Who will be position 2? That's still position 3 preferred. I could do a position 2 Bounty Hunter. Or position 2 Highwayman. Not an easy choice. That's basically all the damage I'll need for the front line. That's also damage to front line and back. That's damage mostly to back, but also a bit to front. I am not sure. I am not sure who I want to be the second position. I reckon he's got Cove Tactician, this guy doesn't. I'll take this. It'll be a slightly easier run because everyone is like crazy high levels, but fuck it. Let's go with that. Unequip some trinkets and put them on who needs it. Extra damage, position 1, extra accuracy and crit. Not so worried about your stress levels because you've got all the stuff you need. 10% damage to ranged skills. That could be very useful against a boss. Although less stun resist. We'll risk it. Is there anything useful for my Arcanist? Or my Occultist? Extra accuracy is almost a must for you. That's good for a position 3 Plague Doctor, which this guy is not. Plus 15% damage, plus stress. I don't really want that. We'll just take the general... Take some garlic with you, just the general resist literally everything charm. That'll be fine. Yeah, this should be fine. It's a medium dungeon. Let's do it. Take a load of food just in case. Now, the Cove. What enemies are in there? It's mostly eldritch fish people, if I remember correctly. So, they don't blight you a huge amount, if I remember. But they do poison. They do bleed. And we'll take some holy water just because you should always have holy water. So torches, food, shovels, and then loads of extra stuff. Alright, let's go for it.
I employed a crew of particularly unsavory mariners, who for a time sailed the four corners at my behest, retrieving many valuable artifacts, relics, and rare...
Someone is asking, did I end up spending money on the Steam sales? The answer is no, actually. I have expressly banned myself from buying games from Steam summer sales until I have completed all the other games that I've basically bought on the Steam sales. And I'm actually really annoyed by that, because I bought, like, all of the Divinity games, like all the old ones, because I played a few of them, like, years ago, and my god, they are so unstable now on newer operating systems, so I can't play them. It's really annoying, actually. But I've got a load of other stuff that I should, like, really should be going through.
The poor devils.
So I actually want to go through, I've actually even got a game, oh god, I can't even tell which way this thing's going to be. It'll probably be at the end of one of these. Alright. But yeah, I've got, a game which I'm actually considering. I'm not sure if I want to, like, video it or stream it or anything like that, but it's, Alan Wake. I have had that game in my Steam library since 2013, and I haven't played it yet. Because I bought it on a Steam summer sale, and I was like, yeah, okay. You know, because I played, like, the first sort of couple hours of the game. Ooh, yes, you should touch that, and you should touch it with holy water. Okay, maybe it'll just do the oh, of course not. I was thinking of the coral, not the water. Shit. I need that guy to, like, touch some coral at some point and hope it doesn't send him absolutely fucking insane. But yeah, that's my rule to myself regarding Steam sales. You know, I'm not allowed until I've completed all the back catalogue of stuff. Hey, it's that dude. I fucking hate those dudes. All of their prot skill and all of that stuff. Why would you even have armor and all of that shit? Okay. You could do really with moving back. Or you can just stab the ever-loving shit out of things because you're there. This guy's also fine in position 3, so it's not really a problem. That is a lot of bleed resist. Tracking shot that, so the next shot will do a shitload more damage. You've just got to hack your way through that thing as best you can. Wow. That was a hell of a wallop. Although actually that was very helpful because it kind of sorted out the order of the team. So that was actually beneficial. So thanks, bro. Let's blight those dudes some more so they slowly die. That's a bleed if it lands. Please resist it. Haha, oh. It's a big bleed as well. Fortunately, I've got bandages, so that'll be okay. You've got generally a shitload of extra damage, so... Do I want to try and stab that? Probably not. That guy's going to bleed out anyway. They're both going to die from blight, so... Stab it! If it bleeds, great. If it doesn't, who cares? You definitely need to be wrapped up. Then Cove its fucking skull in.
Unforeseen, unforgiving.
Low blight resist? Poison it. Let's do it.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
You need to heal yourself. And try to not bleed. Good. The garlic served its purpose, apparently. Will you stop applying your annoying as fuck bleed to my dudes? Fine, I'll remove the bleed the old-fashioned way. The magical way. This guy will die from blight and bleed anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Fuck it. Hit it some more. Solemnity. Might as well just heal yourself, because that thing's gonna die. There we go.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Ooh, survival guide. That could be nice. And we'll take all of that. And I shall loot this chest and acquire everything from within.
If only treasure could staunch the flow.
Is that going to be the boss room?
Corruption.
Aha! Now that is lucky as hell. Let's go straight there. And we'll put them back in their correct order for this. You're stressed, so maybe if you... Okay, if you fail at doing that... It's kind of annoying. Would have been nice if he'd actually succeeded at disarming that. It would have reduced his stress, but doesn't matter.
Shouts his orders, and the crew obeys.
Well, that was annoying. He's got such a high bleed resist. That's really annoying. Low blight resist, though, so we're going to be poisoning the ever-loving shit out of this boss. That's got heave too, though. That's an annoying ability. Stick with the plan. Stand at the back, throw gas grenades, stack up blight, and make the dude very sad. Who do I want to stab? Just stab the boss. Let's just go for it. Just try and rush him down a little bit. Hew them through. Yeah, because that's the ability that I don't like. Because it does that. Which is very frustrating. Such high bleed resist. Minus 15% damage. Minus 25. But he's got the buff. Can't shoot that thing from there. You're just gonna have to stab it. It's not gonna bleed, but... Okay, you, sir. Give the boss some minus damage debuff, because of course. He's distinctly running out of blight. I do not approve of this.
As the fiend falls,
There we go.
a faint hope blossoms.
That sorted that dude out. That's just not damaging at all. That does more damage than that, so we'll hit him like he's up front for the sake of tiny bits of little extra damage. Ugh. I actually don't even need to move this guy. Things are actually working out completely fine, which is really actually quite weird. Things are actually fine in this order, which is just bizarre. 130% bleed resist. I don't think you're going to bleed him somehow. Now you've got to do the back way and blight him some more. 10 damage per round. That's pretty good. Yeah, that dude needs some healing. I think we're going to be okay. Can you just kill that outright? No. That's a bit disappointing. Grape shot might kill that dude at the front. Good job. Smack that. I really need you to heal my Witch Doctor hard. 3 HP is not a big heal. Better than nothing, I suppose, but not good. Blight him again. Ugh, I really wish you would stop summoning dudes. Do some damage across all of them, maybe the leper can then kill it. Debuff the boss so he does less damage again, because fuck that guy. Might be worth actually just getting rid of that. Might as well get rid of that buff because it's a fucking nuisance of a buff. I know your wounds are mounting, but you're gonna be fine. We're actually in a better situation than it appears, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. The boss will go down, eventually. We've got more than enough abilities to outlast him and to do enough damage, so we should be okay. You're fine, bro, don't worry. Don't worry about it, broseph. Stab him in vengeance. Might as well. Yeah, I know your sanity is being affected by that, but you can deal with it. There you go. Now you're free. You've got nothing to worry about. You can just go straight for the chop. This might result in his death. There we go. One boss down. Admittedly, we were OP as shit for this particular round, but I'll take it. I'll take that victory. And what did we get? The Demon's Cauldron. Additional stun skill and debuff skill for the occultist. But extra stress. That could be useful. You definitely have to field a jester though if you're going to be taking that item. Unerring, plus 10 damage to ranged skills. You barely even have any ranged skills. Well, we've got some level 6 dudes. We are preparing a party to almost get into the dungeon. Ha! From beyond, by hateful curse or malign miracle, it seems even death may be defied. One of these soldiers can be returned to the living. I can bring back Raynol. Excellent. I can bring back my meh jester and my shit grave seeker person, or I can bring back my amazing crusader. I'm going to bring back my amazing crusader.
A mighty sword arm anchored by holy...
Aha! That's actually fucking brilliant. All he has to do is not die this time. I am really quite pleased with that. I've got to upgrade all of his armor again by the look of it. But that is a small price to pay for getting back one of my high-level, really strong dudes. I approve of that. Speaking of getting dudes back, what's available at the stagecoach? Nothing really useful. Nothing that I don't already have. Out of all my low-level dudes, can I actually still form a party without having problems with the religious people and the, and my abomination? Got a holy frontliner there. I suppose I've got the bounty hunter who can frontline with that, and then the back line, the back two is Jester and Alabaster, I'm guessing? Arbalaster. None of these people are really suitable position 4s. Oh no, I could get a position for that, but then that's... I've already got one who's level 3, so I can just stick, like, Toxic Trickery into there and she'd make a fine position 4 in that lineup. That's fine. That's fine. Someone is saying my Crusader wasn't strong enough. No, the problem is they were too strong. My party wiped on the on one of the Siren bosses because she kept seducing my level 5 dudes, and then they would absolutely fucking murder my own dudes. And they just continually wailed on the healer, like they just flatly refused to target anyone else. It was just, oh, it was fucking awful. Fucking awful. But I shall have my vengeance, eventually. It'll be fine. Is anyone massively stressed? Yes. You two need to have some stress relief. Do either of you have any particular problems? You can't go to the brothel, because you are a filthy, disgusting, degenerate deviant. And you can only gamble. Great. So I guess I don't really have a choice. You're gambling. I don't really need extra slots, but yeah, you're gambling, and you, I guess can go and get drunk. Sure, why the hell not? Go get absolutely completely hammered. That'll solve all of your problems. Okay. While I'm here, is there anyone who has any stats or anything that I want to lock in place? Not really, I'm quite content with that as it is. 15% damage in wield could be helpful, but it's not really the most amazing thing. Stun resist is a good one. Stun resist is actually seems like a pretty good one to lock in place. Do I want to or don't I? Probably not. Let's see. You really need to get your diseases sorted out. You don't need extra crit. You don't need extra crit. Steady could be very useful for the antiquarian, actually. I think I just need her to actually go and see a fucking doctor. Because you're not good at the moment. You definitely need to go and see a doctor. Is there anything you should lock in place? Fated seems like... I'm really not sure how Fated works, and I've read the wiki and it's still not made it very clear to me. It's just like, it has a chance to basically re-roll anytime you miss anything. It kind of seems like just going for accuracy boosting stuff would be better than relying on something like that, but I guess maybe on like high dodge enemies it has its place, so that might be worth maybe locking that into place. Hard Noggin seems like an absolute must for healers, because having your healers get stunned is like absolute fucking disaster. I might actually get that locked in at some point. But in order to do that, I shall need some money. Let's see if there are any things that I don't need. Sell one of them. I could probably sell one of those haste chalices. I'm only going to need one. I doubt I'll ever run 2 Vestals. Any double ups of anything? Not really. Is there anything that's just shit? Speedstone is useful for all of its small stat gain. It can really offset the effects of some of the other trinkets. What skills does a Plague Doctor have that stuns? I think it's just blinding gas. And I basically never really use blinding gas because I would rather just toxic the ever-loving shit out of things. Oh, and there's disorientating blast, which clears corpses, shuffles a single enemy, and stuns them. I've not really used emboldening vapors very much, so maybe actually swapping out for a blinding gas or a disorientating blast, that might actually be better. Although I might need emboldening vapors if I plan to go into the darkest of dungeons. Because getting some extra damage, especially on the frontliners like the Leper or the Crusader, is going to be pretty fucking big. Oh my god, why will you... Just everyone stop having rabies. Jesus, you're like the 3rd dude who's got rabies in the everything. Ugh. Now, you need to visit the blacksmith, like, badly. Because you're so far behind on everything. And I need to grind and get more deeds. So I guess let's do that. Oh my god, all of the bosses. Hey, I heard you really like boss fights. Why don't you go and do some boss fights? I'm gonna be leveling up all my low-level dudes on boss fights. Kill 1 Brigand 8-pounder. I don't even remember doing one of those before. I don't think I have done one of those before. Okay, we could maybe do that. Can't really take the Abomination because that'll mean I won't really get any healers, but we can make this work. Leper frontline. I can't take any level 5 dudes, so Leper up front because big damage, big tanking. Doing a boss fight, so solid healer at the back. Then we need a position 2 and a position 3. Maybe Alabaster or the Arbalest. I keep getting those two words mixed up. Arbalest in position 3, maybe? Or position 2 or 3, they're both equally good in both. Okay. So if we do that, and then she's got the ability to mark a target, and the Bounty Hunter also has an ability to mark the target, so Leper also has an ability that lets him mark, I think. Yeah, withstand, mark target, and buffs his own everything. And intimidate, which marks the target as well. And minuses damage and prot. That might be useful. Replace Purge with Intimidate. Because then I've got 3 characters who have marking abilities and 2 characters who will do extra damage versus marked targets. As Collect Bounty is minus damage versus marked target, and Sniper Shot is, again, bonus damage versus marked targets. So now I've got 3 dudes who can mark and 2 abilities that are extra damage against marked targets. That could be very, very handy. Now, you have both of your heals, that's absolutely fine, and they are as high a level as they can be. You've got your stun and that's fine. I'm debating... I think I do want Battlefield Bandage, it's just too useful to not have it. Especially since it buffs healing, it works nicely with the Vessel. That can unmark a target. It can clear stuns and clear marks on my team. And bonus debuff resist. I think that'll be very useful because I'm not really sure what I'm going into. So that would be good. Okay. Marking dudes, striking dudes, pulling dudes forward and pushing them back. Do I want to be able to do that continuously? Something with a stun, that could be useful. Okay. She has a stun. Leper doesn't have a stun. I could remove the Get Over Here ability and put in the Finish Him thing and get extra damage versus stun dudes. That sounds very useful in theory. In practice, I don't know whether or not that's actually going to work, though. What is it? 33 damage. Yeah. Bonus 33 damage versus stun dudes. Am I going to be stunning a lot of things, though? I'm not so sure if I am. Well, we'll go with this and see how it goes. Worst case scenario, we can always run the hell away. Everything for the Leper there. Vessel, you're going to need that. Because bonus healing skills, absolutely, but minus 30% stun skill. Yeah, it's best if I don't, with the Bounty Hunter, go with a stun build. Because she's going to lose her chance to stun with that. Yeah, minus 25 stun. She basically has, like, no stun ability. but is a hell of a healer. Alabaster, move resist and move skill chance, but -1 speed. Do I want him to take anything else? I think we might be okay. Or do I want anything to resist anything? Because I'm really not sure what this boss is, so I'll go with what we've got, and we'll see what happens. Because I have no idea what to expect, I'm just going to take literally everything in large amounts, so I will hopefully be prepared for everything. Let's do it.
Simple folk are by their nature loquacious.
I can't help but think this stream would probably be far more entertaining if I simply didn't put any forethought or planning into any of my builds at all, because failure is fun, apparently.
Increasingly egregious flaunting of public taboos.
Well, watching other people fail is fun, apparently.
In the town square.
I, on the other hand, prefer to put in a lot of effort towards success, because that way, when the failure happens, it's all the more amusing. Let's not touch anything. I would rather make it to the boss in one piece, and then we can actually proceed from there. A little bit of gold, that's nice. I didn't bring torches. Fuck! I put all of that planning in, and then I didn't. We've got to abandon shit. I can't go into a boss with no fucking torches. Oh god. How did I not bring torches? I am the stupidest person imaginable.
I remember days when the sun shone.
Doesn't matter, let's go. We're going back in. Oh god, I am the biggest fool. There we go, torches. Now I've lost a shitload of gold. I can sell off some old trinkets that I don't need, though. I've got some shit ones. Every time, you will always get runs where you go in with no torches, and you'll feel like an absolute fool. I don't actually really use focus rings, so we'll get rid of that. There we go, torches, food. I am the biggest idiot imaginable. Torches, 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 torches. Let's go!
Simple folk are by their nature loquacious.
Okay, let's try again, shall we? And this time we will succeed because I will bring torches. See, there you go, chap. You do all of the planning and then you fail, and it's more entertaining because of the amount of planning you put in. You go through the lineup, you analyze every single ability, and you're like, yeah, we've got some good stuff that synergizes really, really well here, but I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to stack up on all the things that I might need, and then you forget torches, and then everyone goes, ha ha ha, you are the biggest fool. Someone saying you can still work around the boss even without torches if you know what to expect. Yes, but I don't know what to expect. I have no idea what this boss does, so I can't play around a boss whose abilities I don't know. There we go.
as victories mount.
We are starting the dungeon strong this time. And this time we can actually turn on the lights if we need to. I'm willing to bet the boss is in that room down there because it's the furthest one away from the entrance point.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption.
So I'm willing to bet that's the room that he's in. So I'm just going to go there and hope for the best. Otherwise I'm going to do a shitload of backtracking and be very sad when my dudes eat all of their food. Let's go. I didn't even see that trap. I'm fucking blind. It was on the map and everything, but I just walked into it. I'm on tilt now. I fucked up the torches and it's put me on tilt. That's not good. Let's try and pay a little more attention, shall we? Right, there is a trap coming up. Pay attention to the trap. You disarm the trap. Because it might de-stress you a little bit. There we go. Now I hope the boss is in this room, because if he isn't, I will be very sad.
A devastating blow.
Let's mark some dudes and make some murder happen.
Eradicated.
One hit kill, just as we need it. Don't you be marking my dudes, that's my strategy for you. Get shot.
As the enemy crumbles.
Let's drag one of you forward a little bit. There we go. Oh, apparently Escape Cloud is actually pretty effective. And annoying. I will intimidate one of them and mark it, and then my crossbow person will murder it. Will murder things. Let's drag him forward again. You're fine. Stop panicking.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Now, of course, you can't shoot it because it was dragged forward. Heal some dudes up. And you just chop that for the easy win.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Right. Is the boss in that room there? That is the question. We're going to go for it. If they are, then hallelujah. If not, then I will be very sad. Knowing my luck, it's going to be in that one. Just to piss me off. Let's see. Come on, boss fight. That looks like a boss.
An engine of destruction.
50 HP. Cool. It is resistant to literally everything. Brigand Matchman. I'm guessing that's the dude that lights the cannons. So, if that's the case, if I kill that guy, the cannon might not function, but because this is Darkest Dungeon, if I kill that guy, it might somehow magically turn the cannon into some overpowered killing machine. I am not sure which one of those is going to be true, and I'm not sure which one of those I would rather have. Presumably he has to stand behind the cannon in order to make the cannon work, though, so if I drag him forward, he won't be able to use the light the cannon, maybe? Maybe? You can mark the cannon, because we're going to need to do a lot of damage to the cannon. You can murder all the dudes at the front, hopefully.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Oh, you can still light the cannon even when you're in front of the you move behind... Oh, shit. Aha! Get dodged, fool. Okay, so it does seem like he is responsible for controlling the cannon. But I'm still very highly concerned about if I murder him, will the cannon just go absolutely insane? I can't imagine that it will, because, I mean, it's a cannon. Surely it can't function without someone controlling it. Surely, right? That's how cannons work, yo. Maybe? Oh, the cannon resummons... Of course it does. Of course, it's a magic cannon. It resummons dudes who can light the fuse of the cannon. Because of course it can. Okay, the Fusilier, this guy needs to go, because he's just irritating me now. Drag the Matchman forward, and then the Leper can hopefully just cleave him in half. Maybe we can judge the Fusilier to death.
Destroy them all.
And you can hew. Hopefully you'll kill the Matchman. Very comprehensively, well done. Now if I can keep the cannon in a forever cycle of having to summon reinforcements... Ah. Of course it summons dudes. Okay, so we need to kind of like rush the cannon down, because it's going to forever summon dudes. How's your bleed? Might as well get rid of it.
Precision and power.
Don't really need to heal anyone. Everyone seems okay. So I think the plan is try to continuously murder those dudes. Holy sweet motherfuck. Okay. Yes, so the Matchman absolutely needs to be the primary target every single time now. That was absolutely disastrous.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Please don't kill everyone. Okay, you need to come away from death's door, but you are refusing to accept the heal, because of course. Heal yourself, because you need to stay alive in order to heal everyone. There's no Matchman now, so you can Solemnity yourself to get your health higher. That was literally the worst thing you could have done. Alright. Drag the Matchman forward. Right, get you away from Death's Door. That's good. Don't go to Death's Door again. If you do, I'm going to be annoyed. Kill the Matchman. heal yourself, so you get bonus healing next round. This was going not entirely awfully until I made the big mistake of letting a matchman live for a single round. Do I want to take the risk that hewing might not kill that thing? No, I don't. Okay. Keep healing yourself. We're going to be okay, I think. As long as I can control what they're doing reliably, then we're going to be fine. You get big bonus healing now. That's good. You just keep killing the matchmen until my team is high enough on HP to actually begin not having to put all the effort into healing. That's the plan. Don't... Oh god, that is the worst thing you can ever do. Please stop doing it, you annoying, annoying person. Alright. Please don't resist. The one time that that guy resists is going to be the time that I get absolutely screwed over. Totally, completely, and 100%. I'm going to risk a hew. That was better. Okay.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Right, you're going to summon another matchman who we're going to drag forward again and murder. I need to be damaging the sodding engine, that's the problem. And I'm doing no damage to the engine thus far. That is a real problem. No, stop doing this. This is the worst thing for you to do. Please stop changing positions, you annoying, annoying person. Alright.
A momentary abatement.
Right. Get both of those dudes out the way. Now we're going to repeat the cycle. Don't move. I need you to now start pinging that thing away. Oh god. Summons. Always with the bloody summons. I am very well aware of the mounting wounds. Ugh, it was going so well until that cannon fired that one fucking volley. That was the thing that just screwed all of this up. Don't move. Good! You did something useful! Can you do more of that, please? Okay. Drag that guy forward. Big heals for the leper. Ping the cannon. Hew the dudes. Okay, we're wearing it down. If this is how we've got to play, then this is how we're going to play. Everyone is so low. Okay. We are in a fight of endurance here. But it's not unwinnable. It's not unwinnable. So it's not total attrition. We can still win this. There we go. That was a good team heal. That's good. Now, if we can keep this cycle going, we'll be fine. We just need to perform the same round probably about half a dozen times. And then we'll actually win. We might actually be able to get away with not healing for a round or so. Just for the sake of a little extra damage. Don't move. I need you to stop doing that, because that is the worst thing for you to do. Because then I basically lose my only source of DPS. That did, like, no fucking damage to that thing, so she's actually better off just healing. There we go. I gotta say, oh, shit. Shit. Okay, shoot that guy. Clear him out completely. Then it'll summon reinforcements and get all three of them back. Okay, it can only reinforce 2 people at once. Okay. Oh, crap. Okay, I think we've just wiped now. That was the one thing that I needed to not happen. And you've got nothing that can kill that guy. Okay, heal up and hope that we don't... Please dodge. Please dodge. Ah! Yes! Okay, okay, okay. Okay, 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 okay. Kill. I've got to admit, that was tense. That was a very, very tense moment. That could have been an absolute disaster. But we're making it. We are... I think we might do it. I think we might be okay. I've got to admit, this is incredibly tense. Actually, but it's... Oh, shit, again? That guy needs to die. Missing that Hugh is like the worst thing ever. because that fucks everything up. Oh god, this one encounter, man. Can I just kill that thing outright? Damage 20... 70 proc. Go for it. Perfect. The exact amount. Good. Okay, now we just have to clear them out, and this is going to be easy from here. Whew. I confess, this was incredibly tense. But we did it. Okay, so we worked out the weakness, and then we exploited the weakness and just rinsed and repeated a stratagem that actually then ended up working in the end. Whew. Tense. Very, very tense. But I've got to say that everything did work out in the end. Whew. GG, chat. GG. I think we did okay there. After a slightly tense encounter. So I think I'm actually going to leave that there because I have some other things to do this evening, so I think that is, on that most glorious of glorious victories, I think that is a wonderful time to end things. So chat, I think I'm going to say thank you all for watching for this stream. I'll go back and check the general quality of it, check the frame rates have been okay, and check that the audio's been okay, but I think this might have been a success. Not only from the glorious encounter that we've just had, that was very tense, but also from a technical standpoint, it might be okay. So I shall see you at some point in the not-too-distant future, chat, and once more, thank you for your attention this evening. It has been wonderful. Goodbye, chat.